Here, welcome back to the Chop Shop. Run it back. You know, we got some hosts going on. Orktastic is up in the house. What's up, Ork?
Hell yeah, I'm doing good.
Host, yeah,
man, just porking around always.
HyperFighter's up in here too. I'm looking for his host now. What's happening there?
Yeah, where's your host, Hyper?
Yeah, Postretrogaming.
My computer's slow.
Blame the computer. That's cool. Oh, Sion is out on holiday, so, you know, he's here, but he's not here. It's 2 a.m. where he's at, so, you know, get on HyperFighter's level. That's what I'm saying. HyperFighter is already almost midnight for him. Is it? Ooh.
He never sleeps.
I got the subscription.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Bam! Thank you for that.
Marcus.
My man with the sub hype.
Oh, Marcus is here.
8 months. Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
8 months.
Almost baby time. You know, we're like 1 month due to having our own, like, special baby, in a way. I don't know.
Are you talking about like a stream baby?
A Street Fighter baby, if anything. Little,
okay.
You know, I don't know where we're going with this. So what's going on? Ork's gonna actually run the show, so let's do it.
Yeah, he is, man.
Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, man. Well, I first wanted to start off with, like, you know, just life updates, stream updates for all of us, because you know, the people are here for us. I think so.
I think so too.
So I mean, let's start out with Hyper. So Hyper, I know you kind of started a new thing called the Street Dojo League. Could you provide us some more info about the Street Dojo League?
94.
The Street Dojo, yes. Yeah, so this is just literally an idea that I came up with to bring the community, the Hyper community together, just to make use of everyone that's, you know, in the community, because I feel like I don't want them to just keep watching me if I stream all the time. I want everyone else to be part of the Hyper community. And, you know, I'm offering, you know, some of my time to play with you guys and everyone else. So it's basically like a flexible, friendly league where you take the concept of a league and you adapt it to any game that you want to play. So to keep it simple, I'm going to start off with Street Fighter because, you know, that's the main heart of the channel, right? You know
Absolutely.
how we do. And then,
Absolutely.
You know, we might venture out to King of Fighters and who knows. But, you know, we just want to get that growing first and then we'll take it from there. So
how many people we have enlisted already?
So over 10 people.
Whoa.
I think about 12 people.
Whoa, over 10 already off the bat?
Yeah.
Let's go, Hyper.
Let's go.
Get hype. Stay hype.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. But, you know, I'm not the best at organizing, so it's taking its time.
It's a team effort. My brother he's down, so, you know, he's excited. And take your time because he'll be moving within the end of the month, so he'll have a better internet connection and we can get that all sorted out too. So
yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, honestly, like I just wanted to say, like I really like seeing the growth of your channel and your community, and you're providing other stuff other than just your stream. So you're providing this league where people can play, you know, either casually or competitively, or, you know, just friendly competition.
yeah,
It's friendly.
With your league, and yeah, that's really great to hear. Especially, you know, you're not just focusing on one game. It could be, you know, we're gonna start off with Street Fighter. Could be maybe Tekken down the road, maybe Mortal Kombat. It could be anything. Possibly.
No, it will be. I'm sure. I'm sure it's gonna blow up.
General consensus are at the time as we carry on playing the game, or playing the league. Sorry. But, you know, we'll keep it to something simple like Street Fighter. But I know people in the community.
Marcus is not down for MK.
No MK.
No
Marcus
MK.
says.
You know, he's calling the shots.
Yeah.
You know what we can do is we can play not only the current versions of these games, but the arcade versions of them, like the throwback, you know, first gen arcade versions, or even do console versions. You know, like, again, I know that we want to keep it to Fightcade, but, you know, I'm sure we can find a way to get us connected with other ways of battling each other.
Exactly.
It has to be something that's accessible to everyone, right?
Yep.
Something that everyone can get hands-on straight away. Obviously, that's Fightcade, but I understand what you're saying. You know, we can get other people, if they are dedicated to, I'm sure they would pay a little bit for a game, you know, like Ork did with Street Fighter. I'm not sure how much that is, but, you know, you dedicated yourself to that. You paid for it. And yeah, that's it, bro.
I mean, Steam has the
Awesome.
ability to do like remote play and things like that. I'm sure if we leverage those, avenues, I'm keen to trying Parsec and things like that. So let's make it happen.
I definitely want to mention Parsec, especially with games like, with really bad netcode. I mean, let's just admit it. Games like Soul Calibur, like we really love Soul Calibur, but the net play is kind of ass.
Yes,
Just a little bit.
So let's try out Parsec. I know like other communities actually utilize Parsec for DOA and games like Soul Calibur. So I'm definitely up to trying it and getting that set up.
Yeah.
So actually, I wanted to ask you, a part of this league, what's a little bit of the structure? I heard a little bit about like, starting off with like a white belt,
What up,
and
Bruno?
then you moving up the ranks. Are there like any prizes? What are you thinking about in the future?
Yeah, so I mean, as of right now, just to keep it simple, and this is Furno's input, so he's actually in the channel. So what's
Yo,
up,
Furno?
Furno the Inferno. But yeah, he suggested that not to make it too complicated, maybe just play for points instead of belts first time round.
Yeah.
So it's it'll
The
be
points
like
will
the first
equal
two
belts
rounds.
eventually.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's quite simple. It's a goal that people can see straight away. And then in the future, if things carry on as they are, the main thing is to get consistency and momentum out of it. And then we can decide from there, we can decide to put some belts in. It's just for some added fun. And then, some prizes. But the main thing is it's fun, right? I don't want people to pay money,
Nah,
I don't...
we'll worry about
That's
that
the thing.
in the future.
Yeah.
When we have our own slot on Evo, then we worry about the money.
Yeah.
This is all for fun. All for the community. I love it.
The prize has to be something creative, I guess, because, there has to be a prize.
My idea is that, we do something like Furno did, and he got a bunch of like Darkstalker stuff or whatever from eBay, and like we can offer something like that out. Hey, if you're interested in this thing, bam, we can, and it can be a collaboration from everybody,
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god, one night on the hypercasting couch, I am out. I just DQ myself.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh.
Jeez. Right there. Yo, I
Bring
got
the
my
bananas.
I got my own casting couch too, right there, but it's not that visible. And there's a bunch of shit on it. Oh, whoa, what's that?
I have a casting bed.
Oh my god, he did it. He just went up.
did it.
He went all the way up. He took it all the way to the end. My god. Nice job.
Pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Hey, I'm just here for the memes and the jokes.
Yep.
So ultimately, it's not something that I want to get credit for. This is for everyone to import their information. The league is for everyone.
If you're not in it for the credit, then is it gonna get done though? We gotta make sure that this happens. And come on, guys, you're good at this shit. Make it work. Make it happen.
Hyper is I would say the community leader.
Yeah.
The leader.
He's the man.
He's the man.
Oh man, I don't know about that,
Oh, come on. Take the credit.
Nah, I don't have a structure where someone's here, someone's down here. We're all together in this. It's pretty cool.
We're just uplifting each other. Don't
We
worry
got
about
it.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about Hyper's Street Dojo League. I want to move on to UPRG. So I've been tuning into some of your streams lately.
Yeah.
And you got some cool gadgets, especially some handheld gadgets. Do you want to talk about some new toys you got?
Yeah. January there was like a crowdfunding called for the GPD Win 3. It's a handheld computer. It's like this beefed up laptop, like gaming laptop, if you will. And I got it in early May, just before my birthday. I'm actually using it tonight for the stream when we play Street Fighter 4. So I don't know if I should fucking grab it. I don't know if it's going to destroy anything, but I should have enough slack. This is it right here. I have my screen off so that, I don't have two screens going, but it's running.
Guys, look, it's good.
It's fucking cool. As Marcus said, it is it's like a Sidekick 2021, but it's for an adult, whereas the Sidekicks, all the children had it. It runs all AAA platform games as of now. I'm sure within a couple of months or so, maybe the next gen games, it'll probably be like, medium settings or whatever, but for my purposes, it's amazing. It's perfect. And I got my arcade in the background. That's another toy that I have for years, but you know, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I tuned into I think your most recent stream. Was it the Wii Boy or something like that as well?
Oh, so yeah, that was a quick thing that I made. It's upstairs, but the Wii Boy is an actual. It was a handmade Wii. So the person who made it cut the board out of the Wii and put it into like. It's kind of like a Frankenstein, where you get the screen and your buttons. It uses like GameCube buttons, and you know, you use an SD card to load your games on it and everything. So it's a combination of like it's a modified Wii that lets you play GameCube games and any other like homebrew that can be on it. So that's a really cool device, and I got that a year ago actually, and I saw it online. I just hit the guy up on Twitter, and right away he responded saying, if you want one, you can pay for it, go for it. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. It was a little like risky, you know, like it's a little shady. It's like, I'm just gonna make a deal with this guy. But he was like, you know, we're gonna do it on PayPal, so if I rip you off, you can just get your money back. I'm like, sold, you know. So we're good to go. You know, a few months later, it was handmade for me. I chose the design, you know, which it looks like a Game Boy Advance, and that's why I call it the Wii Boy Advance. He calls it his a Louie. You can find his, you know, Twitter and YouTube at Ginger of Mods on YouTube and Twitter.
Ginger of Mods.
Yeah, Ginger of Mods. So I guess like the redhead Ginger of Mods.
Oh, he plays on top of that. Okay.
Yeah. So so yeah, those are my things right now.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, other than that, do you have any other updates or maybe plans for your stream?
So I have a lot of games in my backlog, you know. I have so many different Castlevania games, and me being post-retro-gaming is I enjoy playing the NES versions, like the 8-bits, and like the newer versions of the games. That's my MO, post-retro, being the newer versions of the retro games. Tatori, what's up?
Tatori, how's it going?
So I actually have a Castlevania version, it's like an anniversary. Oh my god, my microphone. An anniversary for the MSX, which is like, somebody did a mod, which I applied the mod patch to it, so I want to play that game and compare the two, through the original game and its modified game, to make it more like the Nintendo version. So if anyone knows what MSX is, it's like the predecessor to Nintendo, which is like a Microsoft system. I want to do that, and then I want to play the most recent Castlevania game, which is like the Lords of Shadow, which, you know, is a great game actually. By the way,
awesome.
The Castlevania Netflix show just came back on. I don't know if anyone's watching that, but
I've not. But I watched the trailer.
It's really
good. Sion actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now the thing my only complaint about Castlevania in general is like it feels like the episodes are like 5 minutes long. They're really like 27 minutes or a little bit less than that, give or take. But when they're that short and they're it's that well done, you just go right through them. It is what it is, though.
Awesome.
So you don't even have to be a Castlevania fan to enjoy it. Just saying. Get in it.
That's good to know. Yeah, because honestly, like I don't really know about much of the lore. So if it's like a standalone show that I could watch, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah.
It actually plays off of Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, but still, take a look. And if you're curious, you can watch my stream about Castlevania 3, you know what I mean? So, if you'd like.
Check out PRG, guys.
Check me out.
I mean, you're already on his channel.
That is true. Everyone here is already here, so it's all good.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
One of the creative things about your channel, PRG, is that I know you like to also play with viewers.
Yeah.
In different ways. So you like to remote connect them to your computer.
Right.
And you do like those streams as well. So both of you are on cameras. You know, you do side by side.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Thank you for mentioning that. There's a thing that I like to call one-player versus, where like there are games that are one player, but I take two screens, put them side by side. Either one game is modified to play a different looking character, or they're the same exact game, so you can do Punch Out, you know, NES that like side to side, and do either a speed run or just for fun. But yeah, thank you for pointing that out. It's a good time.
I really like that channel. It's pretty cool. So, really unique as well.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
cool,
yes,
man.
yeah, PRG, you asked me, what's up with me?
What's
What's
up with
going
you?
on?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't want to make this like a big deal or anything, but I'm just trying to go through, I guess, like a little bit of a rebranding,
All right.
with my channel. So you guys know me as, the
Yeah.
MK11 guy, Katana main, you know, learns like other characters like Johnny Cage on the
Mm-hmm.
side. The
Of
thing
course, of
is,
course.
I'm not having fun with the game anymore. It's, we're barely getting any patches. They did the ironic thing is they did release a very minor patch a couple days ago
Mm.
and address some issues, such as Shiva Stomp. So that's not an issue anymore. But like overall, I just expect them to be radio silent for another 6 months. They're not gonna add new content to the game. Um, Personally, I'm just like burnt out from Mortal Kombat, and I kind of just want to move on to other fighting games and play games that I enjoy. I don't want to force myself to play a game
Ooh,
that
thank
I'm
you
not
very much
having
for the
fun.
follow.
Thank you for that follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just in general, I want to when I'm streaming, I want to play games that I'm currently enjoying. So sadly, Mortal Kombat is not the game right now. Not to say I won't ever play it again in the future,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely want to focus on other things like Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear Strive, which we'll get to in a bit. But I want to dabble into other
Mm-hmm.
fighting games, and of course, I do have Saucy Sundays,
Whoa.
and that is my. Okay, just to explain that a little
Whoa.
bit, that's
Whoa.
my variety. No, it's not what you think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you think. It's just the day where I play variety games, which are not fighting game
Mm-hmm.
related.
Ah.
So just to give you guys a different angle, little different tastes on my channel.
Yeah, a little
So
pork
that's Saucy
sauce.
Sundays.
Yeah.
I mean,
Little
like,
pork sauce.
the
Um,
way I see. Sorry, carry on, man.
yeah, I was just gonna say
No,
thank
go
you.
ahead.
I want to say, is it Aya Tiana? I don't know how to pronounce it. Can I call you Aya?
Yeah, Tiana.
Yeah, Tiana. I want to just make sure I
Hey,
get
Tiana.
the acknowledgement for the follow, and I want to say your name out loud. So, and Orc, want to say we probably covered it last time. For anyone who's new, though, your MK is top tier, but when you play other fighting games, you go all out, and you really get
Mm-hmm.
your hands in the nitty gritty. So,
Yep.
when I followed you and you started playing Soul Calibur, you went from like not knowing what to do, but going in the ranked, and then you progress really quickly. You even take suggestions from a jabroni like me, and you apply the thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and ideas and
You
execute
told me
it.
to sidestep. You
Sidestep,
told me to
baby.
sidestep,
And you
and
did it.
it worked.
You got the
I did
W.
it.
So, you're the jack of all trades for fighting games, and I think that's a cool thing. Like for me, I can't. I'm only gonna play Street Fighter games for the most part, or things that resemble Street Fighter. But the fact that you can get in there and start rocking it is commendable.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool, because I mean, Orc has a saucy Sunday
This is
vibe going on, right?
Yes, very saucy.
The way I see it, he is also providing content for people that he has in his community that are not necessarily from the FGC side of Twitch,
True.
right? So,
Mhm.
so that's really good that you're giving back to those side of your community as well as the FGC side. So you got these, you got a good balance going off, which I like. It's pretty
Thank you.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my hope. And it was, something I definitely thought about, especially when streaming MK11. I originally thought, hey, no one's gonna really tune into my streams because they know me for MK11. They want to see the katana gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, but
Yeah.
I'm okay to move on right now because I'm not having fun streaming the game. I'm not gonna force myself to play something I'm not enjoying. Let's actually play something that gives me enjoyment, which are other fighting games right now.
For sure.
Yeah. It's cool.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for the reassurance, and then I'm gonna keep on porking.
Yeah, you pork along, man. You keep doing what you do. Keep pour that sauce on there.
Thank you. All right. So that is all of our stream updates, guys. So we're gonna move on to a little bit of FGC news. The first topic, I mean, we're not gonna spend too much time on it, but Daigo got COVID.
Oops.
He got COVID. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pretty unfortunate. So, we only wish him the best because, You know, he's probably a legend in the FGC, as we know. He's up there.
Yeah.
Is there a status on
Yeah,
like how he's doing in general? I mean, you know, there are people who get COVID now, and especially like, you know, people who are physically fit that can just, you know, get over it. Hyper, can I shout you out for getting over COVID yourself?
Hyper got a COVID before.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Recovery fine. Yeah, I mean, like, I have the only symptoms I have is probably some respiratory issues. Like, I can't go for a run because if I can't gasp for air for long, it's that's the only minor thing left. But we 90% better.
So the casting couch is only in short bursts, pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Oh my goodness.
Action.
Ferno's got a question.
But yes.
You know,
what's your question, Ferno?
You know,
well, while we wait for his question, you asked for a status update on Daigo. Yes. So apparently he did get ammonia, but Fudo, you know, his buddy Fudo, you know, tweeted out he's doing better, he's recovering. So honestly, I think Daigo will make, you know, at least a near full recovery after all the symptoms wear out. So that's really good to hear.
Yeah.
The chat Fudo, yeah. But Ferno, what is your question?
I think he left. That's all right. He'll come back. He always comes back. Here he goes.
He's on mobile, bro. He's on 2G.
That is a hell of a question.
Yeah.
So who's going to start
So the question is... So the question is, what made you all start your Twitch channels? Hyper, how about you start?
Purely because it was COVID. I had nothing else to do at home. And I just wanted to experience gaming. And then I just clocked on that there was Twitch, a platform where you can stream, with people watching you and sharing experiences. So it kind of just snowballed from there.
It really did.
Well, literally because of the COVID, times.
I actually remember Hyper joining my channels saying that he'd be interested in streaming. And I'm like, go for it. Give it a shot and see what happens. And look what the fuck has happened, you know?
He was interested.
Yeah. And I've seen the growth, not only from the gameplay side, but from the quality of the layouts and all that shit, all originally
the content
created is amazing, you know. So he went from not having a camera to not having a microphone to using his phone as a camera to not having a microphone with the phone.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And then everything, you know, he got the plant, and the rest was history.
Yeah, your memory is sharp, bro.
You know, it's only Twitch is all I do pretty much, or I think about. I'm pretty obsessive.
I mean, I guess I've invested a lot of time into it now, but the thing is, I want to give it the best I can give. You know, I thought I'd give it a go. Now that I'm giving it a go, it's working. I just want to, dive 100% and give it my all. And if it works, it works. If it don't, that's fine. But ultimately, it's my hobby, and I enjoy it. And I meet new people like you guys.
Yeah.
You guys in the chat.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So it's really nice. I just love the feeling of meeting new people. So, cool. How about you guys?
Yeah, I have a similar story, but I want PRG to go first.
All right.
Go next.
I won't take up all the time because it can be a while. But I've been collecting mini consoles for a long time, and ever since I knew that a computer can do emulation, I wasn't interested in computers, but I was like, oh, I can play Super Punch-Out. This is like in 1997 or something. But from there, my PSP, my GBA, I've been putting ROMs and all this stuff on there. But back to the minis. I've had the mini games, and I would play them at home, and I'd go, this would be more fun if someone watched me play and I could interact with them, because as much as I enjoy playing the game, there's something's missing. I guess it's because I grew up with my brother playing next to me, and we would talk and play, and I would pass the control to him and what have you. But, something clicked in my brain to go, I have an arcade behind me. Wouldn't it be cool if I put cameras in the arcade and stream the games from the arcade? So it's gimmicky, but it seems I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I enjoy meeting the people that I've met, my friends here, and there's a lot of creative things that I feel like I can provide that most people aren't doing, and if they are doing it, I can do more. I mean, not better, and I'm a pretty good gamer. I'm a pretty good gamer, you know. I'm a pretty good gamer, and I like to show that I can play some of the more difficult platformer games, you know, whether it's Mario Maker, or, you know, any other, you know, classic games. I can kind of run through them, because it's one thing to be a streamer and play the game, but if you can play the game well, I think that adds another element of entertainment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my story, definitely similar to Hyper's, is I started streaming because of the lockdown of COVID and being isolated from everyone. So I started streaming just to show my passion for fighting games and kind of to document my progress, as well as helping other players get better. Usually when I play, I kind of express my thought process of how I'm playing. You know, I'm trying to make a read before things happen, just so that my viewers can get an insight of my brain, the pork brain, when I'm playing. So I think that's like really fun. And of course, I met a bunch of new friends along the way, and we've developed this huge, big community of fighting game players, as well as players that don't play fighting games. So we definitely made a lot of new friends. So that's what really got me into streaming.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really nice stories, guys. Yeah, it's really touching as well. So
He's got a tear coming down. I see it. There's a little hyper tear flowing.
The hyper tier.
Yep.
Hyper tear.
It's top tier.
But yeah, no, it's really nice, man. It's you know, I don't know about you guys, but I really get a wonderful feeling, you know, just playing around a good community, just seeing people chatting whilst you're playing. It's a really nice feeling. And throughout my whole life of wanting to play something like Street Fighter with someone, and they're, you know, I would invite my friends, right? They're like, no, you're too good at Street Fighter. I don't want to play you. I'm like, no, it's just for fun, man. But you know,
that reminds me. Yeah,
I've never been able to play with anyone. So you guys, after all these years, I've found you.
Yeah, the bond is a wonderful thing. And I come from the arcade era, so finding people that you don't know to fight against and prevail is always a fun thing. And getting that person that you can't beat, but you know you have to grind and get a little bit. You have to get better and improve, and hopefully you can do that. But yeah, I do have the offline experience, the same as Hyper, of playing people, and they're kind of like not really wanting to play against you because, you know, you're too good. But I like to think I play on a scale, but whatever.
Yeah.
Try to keep it fun. Where the hell is my water?
Yo, Ork, have you always been gaming since you were little, or is it something you started doing as you grown up as a teenager? Like,
yeah, when I was a little pork, I was gaming.
A tiny pork.
When I was a tiny pork, first gaming console was the original Nintendo.
Nice.
I also played on the DOS computer.
Wow.
That's actually when I first played Mortal Kombat 1.
Get out of here.
It was the DOS.
No
it was
shit.
the DOS PC
yeah,
version. Yeah. My family owned that, so. But yeah, that's kind of when I grew up playing fighting games, with Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat series. A little bit of Tekken on the PlayStation, and you know me for my variety. So I don't only play fighting games. I also play shooting games, strategy games. There has been a large portion of my life where I played StarCraft, Age of Empires. So yeah, I got a lot of variety in terms of my video game scope.
Nice.
Awesome, guys. So yeah, just to touch back on the COVID, have we all been vaccinated yet? Did we get our first dose, second dose? What's happening?
I'm on my first dose, getting the second one next week.
oh wow, that's cool. I ain't had shit.
Yeah, I mean you've had it, so I mean maybe you're good.
Yeah, maybe you're immune for a little bit.
You've had shit. Actually, you've actually had it. So that was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you guys some context. Obviously, me and PRG are from the States.
Yeah, in the same state, actually.
Yeah. So they're definitely big on getting everyone vaccinated as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But Hyper is in the UK, so things are a little bit different there. That's just to give you some context.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me,
it's based on age. So you have,
based on
if you're
age,
in
yeah.
an age bracket, you get called out, then you go for your vaccination.
Yeah. So it's a priority system.
Yeah, so, Lily Baps has had hers. She's recovering now, so that's cool. She had nothing severe, but just general tiredness overall and
Right.
fatigue.
Yeah.
My wife has actually returned from getting her second shot, and she's got a headache right now. So she's, she's taking it easy.
Right.
Hopefully she does. I mean, if she needs me, then I'll step away. Obviously, I haven't gotten any alerts or yelled at. So
Yeah. It definitely affects everyone different. But for me, yeah, I already got my first shot about a week ago. And honestly, I didn't really feel anything. It didn't really affect me. Light soreness on the arm where I got the needle, but other than that, I was fine.
yeah, I was able to do the push-ups that we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I'll get the second dose 2 weeks from now, and then and then a couple of weeks after that we'll be protected.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Who knows?
Who
Maybe you
knows?
just have the 5G signal.
Yeah, I got the sugar pills.
5G thing.
All right, moving on to the next topic. So this weekend, and actually as of right now, the Guilty Gear Strive beta is happening. I don't know if you guys played the first beta, but
You know the
I
answer.
guess I'll,
You know
I'll-
my
I'll
answer
start off.
already, so I'm just gonna let you guys talk.
Yeah.
I don't really
I guess
know.
I'll start on this topic. So yeah, I've not played the current beta yet, but I will definitely tomorrow. I'll be streaming that tomorrow actually, so check into that. But yeah, I've already experienced the first beta, and as far as the net code goes, it was phenomenal. It honestly felt like I was playing offline matches. I didn't feel any input lag. I was hitting all my combos. I was executing things that I want to execute without any delays. Yeah.
How large was that? How large of a testing crowd was that? The beta.
It was very large. Yeah. I mean, I don't have the exact numbers, but basically, if you're thinking about the FGC in its entirety, it's not only Guilty Gear players wanting to play this beta. It's Street Fighter players, MK players, Tekken players want to experience this game. So it was really the entire FGC in this beta.
Right.
So yeah, it was definitely a large population.
Nice.
But yeah, my experience with it so far with the first test was phenomenal, and I can't wait to dive in again.
Sick.
That's really nice. Yeah, so apparently their netcode is godlike on Guilty Gear games. So I'm hearing good things already. And yeah, like you say, people from Street Fighter are transitioning over to Guilty Gear because we all know what Street Fighter is like. We all know about that netcode. That piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit.
Ouch.
Yeah, straight up.
It works
There's
for
no
me.
cutting corners about that.
Yeah. Hey, we keep it raw.
You gotta go.
on
You
Chop
gotta
Shop.
keep it raw. We're gonna go pork.
We're gonna keep it raw.
We're gonna go raw. We're gonna go onto the casting couch. And go raw and get COVID. So it's all good.
So yeah, Hyper, are you gonna give the beta a try? Are you going to wait until the game's fully released? What's your plans?
I think I'm going to wait until the game's fully released, and maybe when there is a sale on, I would get the game.
Or someone could buy it for Hyper. I mean, you got plenty of fans. So I'm just saying.
Maybe some donos, a dono goal.
One or two. If anyone wants me to play a game and you want to support, I mean, like, shit, I'll take, whatever. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Just see how it feels. Just the tip.
Pork tip.
Oh my god.
The pork tip. Okay. Well, I guess last question for you, Hyper. Any characters catch your eye for Guilty Gear, or you're just gonna play around?
Yeah, because like I don't have a background in Guilty Gear, I don't really know the player roster, so to speak. So I'm pretty fresh to the game. So for me, I have to dive in and see what's best for me. To be honest, unless you have a suggestion. So do you know anybody in that game that would be relative to like a zoning character? Is there such thing? as zoning characters in Guilty Gear?
Definitely. So, I mean, I know just you as a Ryu main.
Yeah.
I guess the Ryu character in that game is Soul Bad Guy. So I would recommend him to you. He has a projectile. I mean, he's not a traditional zoner, but he has a projectile. He has a DP.
Yeah.
He has all the basic fundamentals of that game. Well balanced. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's just going to be a matter of experiencing what it's like to play Guilty Gear, as a whole game, really, because I've never actually tried it. I'm not going to pretend that I have. I really haven't. I did actually buy Guilty Gear. Is it XRD on Steam?
Yeah, Xrd.
Yeah.
That shit is absurd. I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
I've
Just
not played
talking
it.
shit.
I want to know how you keep track of all these games that don't have numbers associated with. I know that Street Fighter has a lot of games under its belt and shit with the hypers and ultras and all that shit, but do you know, Orc, how? You don't. No one knows.
I don't. No,
Okay.
I don't keep track of that.
I just wondered. I just fucking wanted to know,
Yeah.
but never mind.
I just call it by the main franchise name. So
Yeah.
I just call Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken.
It works.
Anything else after that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, I'm the kettle calling the pot black here, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, me personally, again, I will be streaming it tomorrow,
Ooh.
2 to 6 Eastern. So check that out on my channel. Yeah, and I'll be playing Milia Rage. I have a thing for blonde characters apparently.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Let's do it. We'll be checking that out. And quick shout out to Totori. He's performing in a tournament tomorrow night. So if
Best
you're
of
still
luck,
here,
Totori.
you gotta tell us the time again because I know you DM'd it to me. But Brazil time I think is 1 hour before. He's crying. Don't cry, dude. It's all good.
Is he from Brazil?
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be 7
Shout
our
out to
time.
Brazil.
Orc and maybe 2 p.m. or something like that. I don't know what the hell. I'm not doing the math for Hyper.
Sorry.
But I'm gonna check it out and stuff. So we're gonna see how he does.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Get that
Stay
Mika.
calm, man. Stay focused.
All right.
Treat it like you're doing homework, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Stay focused.
All right. Well, last topic. It should be a quick topic before we dive into some games.
Street Fighter 4,
playing.
huh? Mm-hmm.
Street Fighter 4.
Let's
It's a
go.
run back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk briefly about the Ryu and Chun-Li trailers for the Power Rangers fighting game. First impressions, Hyper.
I don't know, the combo system looks fucking godlike for a start.
Yeah.
That is sick. Because you don't really see those from Street Fighter characters.
No.
Unless they're playing Marvel.
What's
Yeah.
that, bro?
Mm-hmm. Unless
Unless
it's
you're playing
Marvel.
Marvel, he said.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a whole new different light for these characters as well. So hopefully, that will direct some light onto Capcom itself by promoting their star characters. But as a game, that looks fucking sick. No lie, I want to play that.
All right. So, okay, is that a confirmation you're gonna give this game a try with the DLC?
Give it a try, yeah, for sure.
Hell
It's a
yeah,
hyper commitment
hell yeah.
right there.
It is.
Yeah. Well, I guess like a follow-up question to that. Do you normally play like Marvel style games with like a touch of death combo? Do you like that type of mechanic?
I do, but I just always had an attraction to the standard street fighting style of like zoning. I'm more of a traditional fighter, I'd say. Not like a combo smasher who likes to just perform combos. So I'll definitely try it. That's why I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom. Like when I'm in PRG's stream, he's always like, "Oh, hey, you've not played this before." It's like, nah, man. Like,
Nope.
I love watching it, but
Yeah.
But you should.
I'd rather play traditional games.
I think when you branch out of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 at that point and on, those are the non-traditional games. They remove all the 6 buttons and stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
So enjoy X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Enjoy Marvel Superheroes. Enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and Marvel vs. Street Fighter. So those are the games that you should be able to sink your teeth into.
Yeah, they're really good games. But what about you guys, man? How do you feel about this Power Ranger stuff, man?
It's a cool
You wanna
collaboration.
go first?
I'm just gonna say it's a cool collaboration, and if I have the opportunity to try it, I'll try it. But I'm not sure if it's gonna get me to buy it.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, for me, I mean, just based off of the trailers, yeah, sick combos. I really love the. I know it's like a budget game, and not a lot of development went into it, but I feel like you can really see the passion go into the game. It's definitely inspired by Marvel players, especially like Marvel 2 players.
Definitely Marvel-esque, yes.
Definitely. And, it definitely has the fundamentals of, the tag system, the touch of death combos. I know people just play fighting games just purely for the combos. So if that's your thing, I definitely recommend checking out the Power Rangers fighting game. And of course, if you need an incentive to get into it, they are releasing Street Fighter DLC for that game. So you can play as Ryu or Chun-Li in Power Rangers, yeah.
I have a quick question about all these Capcom collaborations. Fortnite and the Power Rangers, and
let's talk about that.
Like, what's should we be worried? I mean, are they getting this that extra cheddar for doing the licensing? I mean, I love the fact that the world gets to know more about Street Fighter, but is it right to do it in that way? Fuck. I mean, it's cool, I suppose. But it's not going to get me, the hardcore fan, to go into Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely say that Ryu and Chun-Li have been putting a lot of work lately.
Yeah, they've been busy
in doing crossovers, such as Fortnite and all that. I think they were in Pocky commercials and what else did they do? There were some mobile games that they were in as well.
Right.
Just Ryu and Chun-Li. So yeah, they're putting in a lot of work. Honestly, I think it's just really the a smart business decision by whoever's doing the marketing for Capcom for Street Fighter. They're kind of like geniuses and godlike for finding these opportunities to squeeze in just milking that money.
Exactly.
So honestly, it's just gonna work for them.
I saw something on Instagram where they took the pattern from the Street Fighter 2 World Warrior and made it into a sweater. And I'm like, I didn't know that a Bill Cosby sweater from the 1990s is the same pattern as Street Fighter 2. Granted, Street Fighter 2 came out in 91, so I guess that makes a lot more sense when you put it that way. But Hyper, what do you think about this?
Well, basically, I think fighting games are a dying breed, right? So I think I'm touched on this last episode. So fighting games are not casual, beginner-friendly games. It's not something that you can pick up and play. And that's why in today's society, people get more impatient. As time goes on. We have technology. We've got this fucking mini PC in our hands. What more do you want? So to sit there and study a game is the last thing that people want, and I think that's why it's a dying breed. So as a smart business decision, they're injecting fucking Ryu and Chun-Li into these non-FGC areas. It's yo, homie, shout outs.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they're doing because, I know Capcom, especially Street Fighter 5, what they've done to it, that's killed the market for Street Fighter, I think. So they're doing all they can, just to promote and market their brand again, I guess. Era. Because they can't keep carrying on their, how do I say it, moving with Street Fighter 2, because everyone knows Street Fighter for Street Fighter 2 and 3 and whatever, because PRG's a gamer from back in the day.
Yeah.
So all he's going to associate Street Fighter with is Street Fighter 2. But the new guys, playing Street Fighter 5, it's not very casual friendly at all, I don't think, anyway.
Yeah.
But in a summary, it's just more of a marketing ploy to revive the dying breed of fighting games,
Part of me wants to say that Street Fighter 5 is easier than Street Fighter 4. And I think while it's a game that it's not meant to be pick up and play, you can if you have the ambition to learn it and do well. Whereas if you play Street Fighter 5 and you start from there and then you go backwards to 4, people get hurt. They get wrecked and they don't understand what's going on. And I've experienced that firsthand in an offline location. This guy wrecked me in way, and he was like, I asked him, what rank do you think I am? He goes, silver. And I'm like, excuse me, no, I'm not silver. But then we went over to Street Fighter 4 on my setup, and he tried using ROG, and he got wrecked beyond belief, by myself and my brother. So that was a good time. Just
awesome.
It just happens. But again, while it's appealing to have the game more accessible, you'll get the hardcore Street Fighter fans who are more opposed to playing Street Fighter 5 for that reason.
So that's the balance, right?
Yeah, you should just enjoy the game for what it is, because each Street Fighter game has their own mechanic and personality in a way. So if you just kind of go with that flow, you should enjoy it. I mean, because that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly right, man. Just a quick one, guys. Have you how fighting games should be improved? In fact, let's save that for another topic. I won't go into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's say that maybe
Write
for
it
the
down.
next episode. Write it down.
Write it down. We'll do it later.
Yeah.
I'm ready to play some Street
guys.
Fighter 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably
Let's play
dominate.
some Street
I'm gonna just say it now. I've been playing Street Fighter 4 for a very goddamn long time. You guys are just getting back into it. I'm fucking you guys up. Sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. Are we ready?
You shouldn't be sorry. Yes, but wait, before we get into it, I just wanna because a funny thing happened in my stream when I was playing Street Fighter last time.
Yeah.
I was playing ranked and I was giving my enemy props, and
Yeah.
then PRG was like, "Yo, fucking stop that!
Yeah.
He's your enemy.
Yeah.
Be toxic."
You gotta be a little
So,
toxic.
I gotta start talking some trash.
You gotta just a little bit, you know what I mean? And not only for the fun of it, but I think it changes your mindset, because you can be respectable amongst each other. We can support each other. But if you're in a ranked match and you're giving this guy too much props, or girl, you're not. Where's your mind to win? Where's your mindset to get the W? So anyway, I'm ready. All right.
I'm ready. Well, we're already invited, right?
Yeah, we're in the thing. We're gonna change the scenario, the little scene, to the. It's gonna be quiet.